A very good morning, children. I hope you all are well at your place. Welcome back to the online class. Children, today I am here to teach you the second chapter of your supplementary book, and the name of the book is Footprints Without Feet. So, the chapter that we will cover today is the second chapter, The Thief's Story, which is written by Ruskin Bond. Let me tell you the characters in this story. The main characters, there are two characters. The first is Hari Singh. Hari Singh is a small time thief. His real name is not Hari Singh. He keeps on changing his name to escape from the police. Second is Anil. Anil, he is a kind, simple and easygoing man. He is tall, lean, stature and has interest in sports like wrestling. So here is the introduction of the lesson. A young boy makes Anil his friend. Anil trusts him completely and employs him. The story is about a 15-year-old thief who changes his name every month to stay ahead of the police and old employers. This time he kept his name Hari Singh. The other person in this story is a 25-year-old writer named Anil. The thief meets Anil and asks him if he can work for him. The story unfolds on how the thief betrays Anil by committing a theft but retracts later on. So this was a short introduction of the lesson. Let's move ahead. Now let us talk about the author. The author is Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond, he was born on 19th May 1934. He is an Indian, author of British Decent. He lives with his adopted family in Landore, Mussoorie, India. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Tree Still Grow in Dehra. His novel in English, he was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999, the Padma Bhushan in 2014. Now children, let us see the word meaning of some of the difficult words in the chapter. The first one is misjudged, and the meaning is form a wrong opinion or conclusion about someone. Second, balcony. Balcony is a platform enclosed by a wall with access from an upper floor, window or door. Third is terrible. Terrible means extremely bad or serious. Fourth is patted. That means touch quickly and gently with the flat of the hands. Now the fifth one is pleasant. Pleasant, the meaning is giving a sense of happy satisfaction or enjoyment. Now the sixth one is supplies, and the meaning is a stock or amount of something supplied or available for use. So these were the some of the hard words and their meaning in the chapter. Now let us see the short summary. The story is about two different people. One is a thief 15 years of age and the other is a man of approximately 25 years watching a wrestling match somewhere. The name of the person watching the match is Anil. The thief approaches Anil and starts talking to him because he feels that he had not robbed anyone in the past few days and thought that it would be easy to rob a simple person like Anil. They both started talking and Anil asked the thief his name. The thief introduces himself as Hari Singh. this is not his real name, as he changes his name every month to escape his ex-employers or police. Then they started talking about the wrestlers, and Anil was leaving when Hari called him again and asked him if he could work for Anil. Anil said that he won't be able to pay him but could feed him if he knew how to cook. Hari lied that he knew how to cook. Anil took Hari to his room, which was above a sweet shop. Hari cooked a meal which was really bad because Anil did not eat it. Anil asked Hari to leave, but he tried to please Anil. Hari smiled in his most attractive way, and Anil could not stop laughing looking at him. Anil agreed to teach Hari how to cook, write full sentences, and add numbers. Hari was grateful as he knew that there would be no limit to robbing people once he learned how to read and write. The narrator used to like working for Anil as he used to make him tea in the morning and then go out to buy the groceries for the day. He also used to steal 1 rupee for the money that was given to him to buy the groceries every day. Anil knew that he used to steal, but he did not mind. Anil used to make money by irregular works. Sometimes he used to borrow money, and the other day, when he had money, he would be lending it to other people. Whenever he used to get money, he would go out with his friends to celebrate. One day, Anil came with a bundle of notes and told Hari that he had sold a book to a publisher. At night, he kept the money safely under the mattress of his bed. Hari Singh realized that he had been working for Anil for more than a month and had not stolen anything apart from 1 rupee that he kept every day from the grocery money. Hari had made chances to steal as he had the key to the room as well, but he was surprised with the amount of trust Anil had on him, as he had never seen such a trusting person in his life. This trust thing was preventing him from robbing Anil, as Hari thought that robbing a careless person like Anil didn't make much difference because he might not even notice that he had been robbed, and that took out all the fun from the work. Then he thought of stealing Anil's money and justified himself that if he didn't steal money from Anil, then also he would waste it on his friends, and also Anil didn't pay him for the work that he did. Hari then woke up at night and quietly crawled to Anil's bed. He steals the money and decides to leave the city by Lucknow express that departed at 10:30. When he reached the station, the train had slowly started moving from the platform. He could have easily caught the train, but he hesitated and he himself did not know the reason for it. Before he had reached the station, he counted the money, and it was 600 rupees in 50 rupee notes. He could live a lavish life for 2-3 weeks with so much money. After the train had left, Hari was all alone at the train station. He was left with no place to sleep at night. The only person he knew was Anil. He had looted him as well. He sat on a bench in a park and as it started to rain, he sat down under the clock tower. Then he realized that the notes had gone wet. He realized that learning how to read and write would help him to get a much more respectable and honest job, which would pay him much more than these few hundred rupees. Then he decided to go back to Anil's house. He reached the room and placed the money back. Next morning, he woke up a bit late and Anil had already made his tea. Anil gave a 50 rupee note to Hari as he had got paid for some work and he would be paid regularly. Hari took the note in his hand and realized that the note was still wet from the rain last night. Hari realized that Anil had come to know about his misdeed, but there was no sadness, anger, or guilt in his mind. The narrator smiled in a beautiful way, and it was genuine happiness as he knew that he had saved himself from the wrong road. The moral of the story is the human values and relations are important in life, and such values can change a person too. Now, let us see the theme of the story. Ruskin Bond's The Thief story is more than a thief story. The story deals with basic human values and relationship. It is easier for a thief to rob a greedy man, but it is difficult even for a thief to rob a careless and honest person. Hari Singh did steal Anil's money, but he couldn't run away with it. He had no friends because he regarded them to be trouble, then help. The only person he really knew was the man he had robbed. Moreover, Anil was ready to educate Hari Singh. The thief's conscience pricked him. He came back to Anil and crept to his bed. He slipped the money under the mattress from where he had stolen it a few hours ago. So, this was the theme of the thief story, which not only deals with basic human values but also with the human relationships. I hope children you have understood the chapter. Thank you.